Okay, everybody, welcome back. So now we've come from a break, and now we're gonna do item number 7. So now here's the story. Kinsley enjoys me playing Mario Kart Wii. Enjoys watching me play Mario Kart Wii. Yaha! That's right, everybody. Mario Kart Wii is my favorite game. Try to catch me if you can, niggas. Yaha! Yup, I know, Mario. Anyway, so now let's get to the question. So if Kinsley enjoys watching me play Mario Kart Wii, especially if I were to race against each other at the Grumble Volcano, the mean time of beating the race is 2.5 minutes, whereas the standard deviation is 5.7 seconds. Okay, so in this one, your time units are not the same. So we need to convert that into seconds. So in 2.5 minutes, we know that 1 minute is how many seconds? 1 minute is 60 seconds. And if you have 2.5 minutes, therefore that's 2.5. So we need to convert. So when we do this, ganito yung conversion namin. So we know that 1 minute (66). Pero kapag 2.5 minutes, of course, 2.5 times 6, this becomes 150. Then decimal place, so 150 seconds. So tama, that's your mean. So your mean is 150 seconds. And our standard deviation is 5.7. So as we draw the normal curve, therefore it goes like this. Diba? Ito yung normal curve namin. -1, -2, and -3. Tama? Now we input the numbers. So we have this one of 150, tapos 5.7. Then this one, we have to do, actually, to be honest, if we are to do skip counting for those types of numbers, if we are to write it down, it will be much more harder. So therefore, to compute this more easily, I found a way on how we can do this. Okay? So to make things more quicker, ganito kasi yun. So we have 150 plus 5.7 to give us this one, 155.7 for the first standard deviation. Then for the second standard deviation, we have 161.4. And then for the third standard deviation, we have another 5.7 to give us 167.1. That's on the positive side. Pero going to the negative side, we do this. 150 minus 5.7. For the first standard deviation, we have 144.3. This is getting harder, so therefore, we don't just keep counting your head. Then if we do this again, minus another 5.7 for the second standard deviation, we should get, tama ba? 138.6. And then another one, we minus another 5.7 equals, yun nga, 132.9. Yan. And now that's how you do your stats and probs, okay? Now, what's the question? The question is, ganito siya. Number 1, find the z-score of completing the race in 160 seconds. Yan, that's very easy. You know already what to do. Just simply standardize and find that z-score. Okay? So, standardizing, you get, what's the answer? Diba, remember, ganito siya. First, you standardize 160. If you look at our numbers here, what do you think 160 is? In between 155.7 and 161.4. So, therefore, it should be in between 1 and 2. Positive 1 and positive 2, which should be the answer. So, we do this. Standardize 160 minus 150, divide by 5.7. The answer we get is 1.75. If we do this thing din, 160 minus 150 divide by 5.7, we should get the same answer too, 1.754. So that is your z-score. So therefore, the z-score of 1.574 is right here. So this is where the 160 is, 1.754. Okay? Next, letter B. Sabi ko dito, find the probability of completing the race in 2 minutes and 34 seconds or less. Yan. So when we say 2 minutes and 34 seconds, where do you think is that in our normal distribution? Diba? 2 minutes and 34 seconds is 144 seconds. So diba, remember 2 minutes and 30 seconds Yeah, diba remember, that's 2 minutes and 34 seconds. So, 34 seconds, converting to 1 minute, it should be there. Gets ko na. So, 2 minutes and 34 seconds, that 2 minutes is 120. Then, plus 34 means 154. So, therefore, it should be higher than the mean. So, 154 must be somewhere here. Although, it may not be seen to where it is, then we shade whatever it's looking for. We're looking for this area. So, for number 2, we are looking for the area underneath this part of the normal curve. Dito siya nagtutupuan. Okay? So, this is the item that we're looking for in item B. Yung naka-shade. So, we know that 154 is right over here. Tama? Pero, what is the probability of what is the probability of completing the race in 2 minutes and 34 seconds or less? So, therefore, kapag less, dito siya. So, i-combine mo sa negative. If you do this on Microsoft Excel, di ba remember first, we must standardize to find that z-score. So, if we standardize our number, it should go like this. So, we type there standardize 234, 230. Our standard dev is 5.7. We should get our z-score of 0.71. Diba? And then when we type the z-table, we type their norm.standard distribution, then type the z-score, and then true. You still get the same answer of 0.75. Pero dapat, we cannot add this with the normal distribution of false. Kasi nga, we want the exact value din. That's why I add it that way. So, kailangan dapat ito yung tamang sagot. Now, this is what we do. So, if we look for the z-table, what's the z-score? The z-score is, 0.70. So, if you look at your stats and probs book, 0.7 is 2.58. Therefore, the 2.58, kailangan tayo mag-add ng 0.5. And that becomes 7.7580. Tama. You still get the same answer. It's still the same. 0.7585. Tama. Still the same answer. Still the same. Pero what you all is that one is a 0 after 8. Which is not the answer that we're looking for. Pero okay lang yan. Kasi nga what we're just doing is, we're just rounding it off. Alright? That's letter B. Next, letter C. If you were to beat the expert staff ghost data and time trials, find the probability for it to happen. Do you know in Mario Kart Wii, there's also a concept called an expert staff data? Yeah! They call it a fast staff ghost data. And if you beat that fast staff ghost data, you are a champion. But in the first place, you will have a normal staff first with a slower time record of the CPU or the staff. But if you beat that, therefore, you get the expert staff ghost data. And one advantage if you unlock an expert staff ghost data, therefore, you can unlock some new characters like Dasha! Kuya Kim, ano na? Funky Kong for completing 4 staff ghost datas. Or maybe even Baby Luigi, if you want to unlock me, you need to beat at least 8 staff ghost datas. Yeah. That's right, baby Ju. Kaya nga, that's why nga, advantage of getting the fast staff ghost data so that you can unlock the new characters. Pero, diba sabi ko dito, we do not know what is the fast staff ghost data. But recently, when I researched this on the internet, the fast staff ghost data is 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Because 131, diba 2 minutes is 120 seconds. So 131, that's 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And it was played by Dry Bowser on his torpedo bike. I kind of watched this once, and this is already what is meant to be done. Then we type in the formula, 131, 150, 5.7, then true. To find out what that is, diba remember, we just type first where standardized is. Kasi nga, it should be to the left. So dito siya. But where do you think 1.31 is? Dito siya sa bandang dulo. Away from negative 3. And if you are to find that, it's way on the negative side of the z-table. So, and it's more than 3 already. So, if we were to apply linear interpolation, that would be so hard to find it. Unless you want to give it a try, pwede pa rin. Pero, I think kahit na we try linear interpolation, it's too far already. So, therefore, para mas madali, ang ginawa namin ay ganito. Remember that normal distribution, if you type it on Excel, it starts from the negative z up to the positive. So, therefore, what we do na lang, para mas madali, we do normal distribution 131 then 150, then 5.7, which is standard deviation, and then true. And therefore, this is the probability, 0.04%. Kaya nga, if you were to subtract that from 0.5, that's 49.95%. It's very, very, very far. Kaya there's no such probability like that. Malayo na yan. Malayo na yan sa negative side. Kasi nga, if we want this from here, that's already equivalent to 49%. All the way up to the mean. So, halatang hindi siya confident that you can beat that. Kasi nga, that's really kind of tricky. So, yun. Especially if you're gonna do it. Unless lang talaga, you got some cheats. Because when I watch this in Mario Kart Wii, sometimes they also use cheat. They also imply cheats to make the game faster. Pero never mind, don't worry about that. Next, letter D. Ang sabi ko dito sa letter D, find the 60th percentile of the distribution. Ayan, di ba remember sabi ko dito, now we're gonna look for the 60th percentile of the distribution. Ibig sabihin, kung ano yung, what is your time limit, what is your time if you scored at the 60th percentile. Ganito kasi yun. Di ba remember this your normal curve for number 7. So we know that the 60th percentile must be here. Di ba remember from here to here, up to here, this will be our 50th percentile. So 60th percentile must be until here. Pero how do we find the 60th percentile? Ganito kasi yun. We know on the left side, we get 0.5. Now we need to add 0.1. So we need to find 0.1 in our distribution table, in our Z table, so we can solve for the answer. So ganito kasi yun. Let's look at our Z table and find 0.1. 0.1 should be somewhere here. Yes, it should be in between the two values. 10.26 and 0.987. Teka, I think I've already done this before. Kasi nga, yun talaga, you need to find point. Tama, kasi nga that's to the left of the distribution, that one I did kanina. Now what we're doing is to the right. And then from there, we add from ano yun, we add 0.5. Because we want to get 60%. So tama nga, just what I said, kapag ginawa namin to, it's still the same just like what I did here. Where is it na po? Yan, so that's the formula that I did. And that's the formula that I did in linear interpolation. So we're supposed to get this. This is 10, and then we get x times negative 0.25, and therefore, this is the answer that we get. Actually, to be honest, I'm kind of afraid that the answer that I got here was a bit wrong. So therefore, that may not be the right answer. So let's try this again. Kasi nga, diba remember, we have the little x, the big X. Diba remember, the little x, we call this x. We call this one y. Then we call this one small, mid, large. Diba? So the little x, that's ano to? 0.25. The big X, that's 0.26. Diba? And we want to know the z-score in between. So therefore, if we look at our z table, the z table, we look for 0.10. 10 in our z table. Therefore, that's ano to? 0.26, 0.987 for the small y. Sorry. 0.0987. Tapos on the big one, we have, what's the number? 0.1026. Okay? And then from there, we need to subtract these both together. No, we need to find the ano yun, the one that is somewhere in between, which is 0.1. Diba? Yun. Now, we need to apply the linear interpolation thing. So, therefore, this on the left-hand side, we simplify the numerator. So, therefore, this is the numerator. We have this. The big Y minus the little y. Diba? To give us this answer. Then here, the big X minus the little x to give us this answer. Tama? And then this one, the middle y minus the little y to give us this. And then we're still left with x minus 0.25. Tama? Now, we can just divide this immediately. And therefore, we already have this answer. So, therefore, we still have 0.0013 divided by x minus 0.25. Tama? Now, all we need to do is to apply cross multiplication. So, therefore, this will become 0.039x, 0.39x, tapos this one, times negative 0.25, you should get this answer. And then we have this one, 1.3, diba? Then we need to add this on both sides. So therefore, this one plus 0.0975 to get 0. On the other side, this one plus 0.975, diba? So we can get this answer. And then we still have that 0.39x. 0.39x. So we need to divide both sides by 0.39 so that we can get that z-score of 0.25333333 and a bunch of 3's. Kaya that would be the z-score. So the z-score is right here. So this guy divided by 0.39 to give us the z-score. So therefore the z-score is 0.253333 and a bunch of 3's. Then all we have to do is to convert that to a raw score. Because remember, the formula for raw score is the z-score times the mu. What is our mu? No, our standard deviation, 5.7. Then plus the mean, which is 150. And therefore, that should be our score, 151 seconds. So yan. And just like what I told you kanina, ito yung ginawa ko. This one is 0.2533 and a bunch of 3's. Pero that is just rounded. This one is already the most accurate version. So to make things easier, we just do it this way. Nakita mo to, just what I told you, since in Microsoft Excel, since they start from negative infinity, kailangan dapat you put your phone first, then you turn off the fan. I'll turn on the music na lang first while waiting. So, di ba remember, ito yung negative, di ba? So, hanggang dito sa positive 1. Tama? And we know that this is supposed to be 0.25. 0.253333 and a bunch of 3's, di ba? So, ito yun. It should be in between. Tama? It starts from here up to here. At kailangan tayo mahanapin ang 60th percentile. So, we know that the 60th percentile is, the z-score of the 60th percentile is 0.253333 in a bunch of 3's. But in accurate version, it's 334. To do that, you have to type normal S inverse. Then type the probability. Let's say, for example, you want the 60th percentile. So you just type 0.6, which is the 60th percentile, or the probability, and you should get this answer. Tama? Same as what you got by playing linear interpolation. And then from there, you're gonna have to add it. You're gonna have to ensure that you get the right answer. So times 5.7, then plus 150, and you should get 151.444. Still the same, just like what we got here. So therefore, this is the answer. If you scored at the 60th percentile, your time is 151 seconds, or 2 minutes and 31 seconds. Tama? So yan. That is your answer already. Now to double check, we can opt to standardize this. Standardizing to see if we get this answer. Standardize, then click on this. Then our mean is 150. Then standard deviation of 5.7. We still get the same answer of 0.235. And it makes a match. Tama. Now let's go to letter E. For letter E, this is a bit tricky. Where is it na ba? For letter E, if you scored at the 36th percentile, how much time were you away from the mean? Okay, let's draw another normal distribution so you will get the answer. So this will be our normal curve now. So if you want to find the 36th percentile, we know that the 36th percentile must be somewhere here, but I'm not so sure exactly where that is. And we do not know exactly what is the raw score. So therefore, what do we do in this particular scenario? For this particular scenario, we need to play the linear interpolation thing. And we know that it starts from the negative infinity. So therefore, if we want to find the 36th percentile, we want to go from negative to the mean. So therefore, ang kailangan namin gagawin ay ito. So, di ba remember this the left side? So we need to have this as 14% and this one as 36%. So kailangan tayo hanapin sa z-table the closest value to 14%. Now, scanning on our z-table, where is the 14%? The 14% is at, yes, 1406, 1368. So therefore, now we can already apply our linear interpolation. I think I'll do it na lang in the laptop para mas madali. Okay? Input whatever is there. So what is our small? What is the small z? Diba remember, we're looking for the 14th percentile. So let's input the numbers. So we have 14.06, 1.406, which is the large y. So 0.1406, diba? This one, we have 0.14 lang. We want the 14th percentile. This one sa taas, we want, what's the number? We have 0.1368, diba? What is the corresponding z-score? Yun ang kailangan tayo hanapin. So the corresponding z-score to 1.368 is 1.35. No, 0.35. 0.3, that's how you read z-tables. 0.35. So therefore, our little x is 0.35. And therefore, on the bottom, it's 0.36. But we're looking for the value in between. So now let's apply the linear interpolation method. Remember this, the big Y minus the little y. And then we have the big X minus the little x. Here, we have the middle Y minus the little y. And now all we need to find is this one. So x minus 0.35. Now we just apply the math. First, we divide these both concepts together, and we're supposed to get this. Now we have 0.032 divided by x minus 3.5. Diba? So if you are to write it, it will go like this now. So diba remember, we have already computed for 0.38. So 0.38 is equivalent to 0.0032 divided by x minus 0.35. Now what we do? We need to apply the LCD. So therefore, we need to multiply both sides by x minus 0.335 here. And then this one cancels away. Then on the left-hand side, we multiply. Okay? So therefore, we should get 0.38x. 0.38x. And then this one times negative 0.35. Tama? And we should get this answer of 0.0032. Tama? Now this one, we need to add this one by the positive, which is 0.0133 or 0.133. Tama ba? Kasi both this is negative eh. So there, kailangan tayo mag-add. So plus 0.133 to give us 0. Teka lang ah. So this one, we need to add. So this one, plus 0.133. No, that's not it. This one, then plus point. Put your paper away first. Yeah, that's much better. And then 0.133 to give us this. Teka lang ah. This is not it. Mali, it gives us the wrong formula. Wait lang first. I think I'll play music first while waiting. Just let me compute this. Okay, so that's already our z-score. So now we've already found the number. So therefore, i-add na namin, and we should get 0.1362. So therefore, that's 0.0032 plus 0.133. Tama? And then we divide by that 0.38 stuff. So therefore, we should get a z-score of 0.3584. So this one, diba remember this the answer, diba? So therefore, ang ginawa namin ay, we need to add. So therefore, this is 0.032, parenthesis siya, this one, plus 0.133, then divide by 0.38, we should get this answer. That should be your z-score. And then, the z-score, which is this guy, times the mu. What is the mu? 130 times 5.7, then plus 130, 150. So you can get this answer, which is 152 seconds. Yeah, I think we almost got it right. Kasi po, ano yun eh? Ay, wait, kasi po that's negative. Kasi nga, kailangan dapat negative siya eh. Kasi nga, if I did this on Microsoft Excel, this would be so easy na right away. Tama? And we just found 0.14 in our normal curve. And dapat, this one, this 0.35 stuff, should be right over here. Dito siya, yung 0.35. It should be here. And then, it just shades only this area. Ang kailangan namin ay nandito. So, therefore, we want the 36%. So, therefore, this is the one that we want to get. So, therefore, ang kailangan, so now we've already found the z-score. The z-score of 0.35. Pero because it's on the negative side, kailangan dapat mag-negative yan. So, we need to convert that to a negative value. Tama? So, therefore, this guy has to be multiplied by -1 to convert that to a negative value. And then from there, we just apply the formula times the 5.7, which is a standard deviation, then plus the mean of 150 seconds to give us the answer of 1. Teka, ano? Sige nga, mag-music lang tayo. Wait. Ay, tama. Wait lang. Yeah, tama. Therefore, that's supposed to be 147.957 seconds. Kasi nga ganito yung formula ko. Para mas mabilis, we can just do this. Kasi nga, it's like all the time, para hindi tayo mag-linear interpolation. That's why nga sabi ko, kung may Microsoft Excel ka, unless you're using Microsoft Excel, this is the formula that you'll be doing. And you will have a tough time if you're gonna do that. So, normal standard inverse, and you get 0.36. Tama? And then from there, you just apply this rule, and you should get the same answer, which is 147.956. This 957 is the rounded version. This is the accurate version with many more decimal places. And, di ba remember sabi ko sa tanong na to, it says, if you scored at the 36th percentile, what is your time limit? If you're away from the mean, by how many seconds? Ibig sabihin, di ba remember the mean is right here, di ba? You're here, this is the mean. Then this is your your 0.35, negative 0.35. And we convert that z-score into a normal score. And then we subtract that from the mean so that we can get the time, how much time have you beaten from the mean. Like for example, do you remember, in basketball, the average number of scores, the mean score that people can make a score in 1 minute is 20. So let's say if you got 22 points, ano yung agwatan? And that's 2, di ba? Kaya ang tanong ko dito, yung agwatan. Yung kaano kahaba yung agwatan mo sa mean. You beat it by how many seconds? So dapat, ito yung sabi ko. If you scored at the 36th percentile, how much time were you away from the mean? Di ba ganito siya? If you look at the normal distribution, ito yung mean. Tama? Let me shade it nga para mas madali. Kasi nga this one here, this is the one we're looking for. Tama? But this one is the one we're beating. So this is the one we're looking for, and we're looking for how many seconds away from these two scores. Ito. And that's when you're going to apply the formula of subtracting. So therefore, ang ginawa ko dito, it's 150 seconds, which is the mean, minus your time of getting that raw score. And the answer is 2.04 seconds. And the answer is this. If you scored at the 36 percentile. Therefore, you're 2.04 seconds away from the mean time. Yes, di ba? So that's the agwatan. For how many seconds are you away? That means you've beaten the, the mean time by this time limit. Like, di ba remember, sabi ko sa'yo, in staff goes data. Let's say, for example, yung, si Dry Bowser, kuha siya ng 2 minutes and 11 seconds. And then the average is, 2 minutes and 30. Diba? So, how many seconds is that did Dry Bowser beat us? By 19 seconds. Yun ang agwatan. Gets? So, yun ang sabi ko. Now, you already understood letter E. That is what you call the agwatan. Or let's say, for example, in a racetrack, Mario finishes by 40 seconds. And Princess Peach finishes in 38 seconds. Of course, Peach beat Mario by how many seconds? By 2 seconds. Yun ang kailangan namin kukuha ng agwatan. That's what you do, subtracting. Okay? It was tricky, pero you just have to apply your normal math skills to answer these problems. Last but not least, let's go to letter F. So for letter F, ito yung probability. Find the probability of finishing the race in less than 2 minutes and 25 seconds or more than 2 minutes and 45 seconds. Okay, this one implies the application of compound probability. For now, let's compose another normal curve. Okay, back to the problem. So, now let's go back to this problem. So, ang sabi ko dito, di ba remember, this is our normal curve right now. Pero, ang tanong ko dito naman ay, how much is the probability of finishing the race in less than 2 minutes and 25 seconds? So, 2 minutes and 25 seconds, that's 120 seconds. Then, plus 10, that's, then plus 10, then ano yun, plus 25, that's 145 seconds. So, dito siya. In here, di ba? This is probability A. Tama. This is prob A, which is finishing the race in less than 2 minutes and 25 seconds. Dito siya. Tama. That means 2 minutes is 120 seconds, then plus 25, 145. Pero we need to solve for that z-score. Secondly, or more than 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So where is 2 minutes and 45 seconds? We know that 2 minutes is 120 again. Pero plus 45, that's 165. So 165 must be somewhere here. Tama? Although we do not know exactly what z-score is that. And this one here, that is probability B. And then, kasi nga, di ba remember, this implies the application of compound probability. How can we say that it implies compound probability? Sabi ko dito, find the probability of finishing the race in less than 2 minutes and 25 seconds or more than. Or, kasi nga when we say more or, that means combined. Di ba remember last time when we played the game of basic probability? Like when you roll a die, find the probability that you will get a 2 or a 5. Of course, getting the probability of 2 is 1 over 6. And then getting a probability of 5 is also 1 over 6. And sum them up together, you get 2 over 6, which is 1/3. Even if you get 2, either if you get 5, you still get your satisfaction. Kaya nga that's when we say compound probability. So compound probability, kailangan ka mag-add. So these two shaded regions are the ones that you're going to add in order for you to solve for the answer. Tama? Now, here's what we're going to do. I think I found an easier way for us to do it. Ganito kasi yun. First, let's find the z-score of 135. 145. So, 145 minus 550. So, we try to standardize this first. So, kung mag-standardize dito, ito siya. So, we type standardize 145, 150, and then our standard deviation is 5.7. Negative 87. So therefore, the z-score of this one is right here. Negative 0.87. Dito naman, we have 165. Standardize again. 165, which is our mean. 150. And then, we have 5.7 as a standard deviation. So we should get 2.63. So 2.63 must be here. Dito siya. Yan. Okay. Now, we can solve this in two ways. Either number one, if you use the Microsoft Excel, we can add this probability and then plus the other one. Or para mas madali, we can just get the area of the non-shaded region and then subtract that from one. Because if I remember, let's say for example, last time, imagine if this is the shaded one. So we get the area here and then the area here, and that will be our answer. Pero ang kailangan dapat dito, ito, at saka ito. Kaya nga, this is what I'm trying to tell you para mas madali. First, let's look for 0.87 in our z-table. What is the probability of 0.8 with a z-score of 0.87? So, looking at our z-table, 0.87 should be 0.87. The probability is 37 point. $30.78. So therefore, this one here, diba ito, this is 30.78%. Tama? That's on this side. From 0 to negative 0.87. Then, on the right-hand side, we need to find 2.63. So 2.63, 2.6, yes, 49.57%. So, diba remember this one is 49 point, what's that score again? 49.57%. Now, what do we do to the 2? We sum it up. So, 30.78 plus 49.57, this will give us 15. 8 plus 5 equals 13. 10. 8. So, therefore, the answer is 80.35%. And we're done. Mali. Remember what did I tell you? That is not the one we're looking for. That is for the unshaded. Kaya nga sabi ko, this is color-coded. Yung mga naka-shade ko, that is the one we are looking for. So, ang kailangan tayo hanapin ay yung shaded region. Pero good news. Diba remember sabi ko sa'yo, it just so happens that implies solving for the areas underneath the normal curve. Pero this time, this is not the shaded region. Ang kailangan dapat yung shaded. Ito'y naka-shaded at ito'y naka-shaded. So, what do we do if we want to solve for the remnant 2? Kasi nga, this is what we got. So, if we want to solve for the yellow, anong kailangan namin gagawin? Is-subtract from 1. Very good. So, we need to subtract that from 100%. So, 100 minus 80.35% to give us the answer. This one becomes 0. This one becomes 1. 9, 6, 5. So, therefore, the answer is 19.65%, which is the answer. Okay? To see what I mean in Microsoft Excel, ito yun yung ginawa ko. Ang ginawa ko dito ay ito. Sa Microsoft Excel, di ba remember this one here? This is for this guy. From the negative standard deviation to the mean, to where it stops at negative 0.87. And we should get this answer of 19.01%. And then dito sa kabila, we want the one on the right. So, 1 minus normal dot distribution of 165, 150, 5.7, then true. So, dito siya it gets. And we need to subtract that from 1. So, therefore, the answer is 0.042. And here, we sum this up all together to get this answer of 19.44. Actually, 19.65 is also correct din. Pero I think that's just the rounded version. Or maybe I got the Z table wrong. Kasi nga, I know dapat that's supposed to be, the Z score was supposed to be 0.67. 0.87 pala. 0.87 found in a Z table, that's 30.78. And 30.78 plus 2.63, that's 49.57%. Therefore, if we get this answer, we should get the answer of 80.35%. Tama siya. Pero, we need to okay, tama. We nearly got the right answer. Pero, it's still 19% as usual. Pero, the decimal is way too far. Pero, that's just the rounded version that we got in the Z table. Kasi nga, we want the accurate version. We can just type it on Excel para mas madali. At para mas maging madali, ito yung ginawa ko. Normal distribution of 145, 155.7 and true, plus 1 minus the normal distribution of this one to give us this answer of 19.44%. That is the correct answer that we're looking for.